Earlier this week, the Prime Minister joined with Mr Macron and Mr Carney in criticising Israel. Mr Netanyahu responded by accusing him of supporting murderers, rapists and baby killers. Was the Israeli leader right to say that?
Well, I think the first thing to say on this issue is that if Hamas is praising your actions, you've probably done something wrong. Hamas is a terrorist group that is, making the lives of the people in Gaza, the Palestinians in Gaza.
That's what Mr Netanyahu said.
And
are you agreeing with his language?
So what I'm saying is that Israel is fighting a war where they want to get 58 hostages who have not been returned. That is what all of this is about. And they have said there won't be a ceasefire until they get their people back. What we need to make sure is that we're on the side that is going to eradicate Hamas. We need that to happen if we're ever going to get a two-state solution and end this war.
But does that mean that you, A, support the current Israeli action and that actually you think that Mr Netanyahu's language on this is justified?
I'm not here to police the language of the Prime Minister of Israel.
I'm not asking you to police it, I'm asking...
What he has said,
people need to know where you stand.
Yeah, but I've been very clear where I stand. Hamas is a terrorist group. They are not our friends.
I'm talking about what you think about the Israelis'
Yes, but it's all related. Who funds Hamas? Iran. An enemy of this country. An enemy of this country. Israel is fighting a proxy war on behalf of the UK, just like Ukraine is on behalf of the Western Europe against Russia. We have to get serious. We have to get serious. There was a terrorist plot in London against the Israeli embassy. We saw 2 Jewish members of the Israeli embassy in DC killed. Whose side are we on? We need to make sure that the hostages are returned. No one wants to see a war in Gaza. Palestinians are suffering. Netanyahu is complaining that he thinks our leaders are carrying out the wrong action. He has every right to say that. What I want to see is Keir Starmer making sure that he is on the right side of British national interest. That cannot be on the side of Hamas.
I'm asking you about the Israeli language and Israeli action. Are you actually equating the Israeli action in Gaza with Ukrainians?
So Israel is fighting a war. Israel is fighting a war. It is not for me to police exactly how they are doing that. It is not a genocide, as people are saying. There are a lot of things which we can criticise Israel on, which I have done in terms of how they may carry out some of these actions. But the bottom line is they are fighting a terrorist group that is trying to destroy that country. They want to get their hostages back. And if Hamas is praising the actions of Macron and Starmer, something is not right.
This morning,
it
doesn't sound like you're criticising anything that the Israelis do.
That's not true. I have criticised things before, but right now there are 58 hostages. There are 58 hostages who have not been returned home. If you sat where I sat and spoke to the mothers of those hostages, like I did, who were talking just a year ago, 2 years ago, about posters of their children being ripped down while they hadn't come home, I think that we need to recognise this is a very difficult situation, but I do not want to be in a position where a terrorist group is praising my actions, and that is where Keir Starmer has found himself. I do not think that we should be doing anything that is not in the national interest of this country. An Iran-backed terrorist organisation is not one that we should be getting praise from.